Hey, welcome back to Auto Corrected. This is Darren, and boy, do I have a treat for you today. This right here is an '04 Silverado with a 5.3, and it's getting ready to come out. You'll never guess what it's going into. Hang around, you're going to love this edition of Auto Corrected. And remember, we don't make mistakes, we make custom modifications. Auto Corrected, we don't make mistakes, we make custom modifications.
How's it going, everybody? My name's Jerry Bain, and this isn't what the LS is going in, but I wanted to first introduce you to the Boogie van. We built this about 3 years ago. It's got a 302 in it. Makes about 180 horsepower, factory. So we knew we were going to build a new van at some point, one with a little better body and a little more horsepower. So again, this is our current van. It's got 1-ton axles, 302, C6 transmission. It's full camper, and we've put about 50,000, maybe a little more than that on it over the last 3 years. So this winter, we knew we wanted to build a new van. So we bought us a 2004 LM7 truck. We're getting the motor transmission out of it right now. And Darren, if you'll follow me, I'll show you what it's going in. Meet the Matchbox van. We pulled this van. It was a cargo van. We pulled it out of a warehouse in Kentucky. It's a 70,000 mile survivor. We did the four-wheel drive swap on it, and it originally had the 302 in it. We've already got that pulled out in anticipation for the 5.3 4L60 that's in the other van. So this van has a really good body on it. That's our mock-up LS that we used to get original idea of how things were going to sit. So we did the original four-wheel drive swap on the van. We drove it for quite a while with a 302 in it. But this winter we wanted to go ahead and get started on the swap. So we pulled out the old drivetrain, and as soon as that blue LM7 truck comes out of the garage this afternoon, this thing's going to be going in. We're going to drop that 5.3 in it. We're going to wire it up, and we'll be moving everything from that van over to this van once we get the drivetrain done. So come back often, check in when you can. We'll be updating you through Darren's channel, and I think we'll be collaborating on mine. So check out my stuff as well. Stay tuned. Okay, so today the goal is to get this 5.3 out of here. So what I've got done so far, I spent a little extra time getting the harness the way I wanted it. I've got an aftermarket harness coming, but I wanted to keep that for reference and also in case I ever need it in the future. Took a little extra time with that. The only thing we got left is the exhaust manifold, cross member for the transfer-cation of motor mounts. And with those three things, we're going to get this thing out of here today, set it on the floor. We're probably going to go ahead and pull the exhaust manifolds off, break those bolts if we have them. That way we got the welder right here. We can put some nuts on there and get those out real easy. And then hopefully we'll get the van out of the yard, put it in here where this truck is, and hopefully we can start putting that in there and mocking up motor mounts by the end of the day.
Hey guys, as Jerry said, we're going to be collaborating on this one, which means it should be available on both of our channels. His channel is The Boogie Vanner, and that is THE_Boogie, BOOGIE_VANNER, The Boogie Vanner. So anyways, Jerry and I have been talking about this swap for a long time. Of course, he's talked to some other friends of his, and so we got a lot of things to figure out on this build. I'll be helping you on a limited basis, and of course he wants me to document the whole thing. But the things we got to figure out is the fuel. He thinks he's going to go with AN fuel lines. He's going to go with the stock fuel pump out of the '04 Silverado and modify his fuel tank in the van in order to get that to work. He has someone that can do that for him. The cooling, so he's got to figure out, can he keep his van radiator, or does he have to modify his radiator support to take a different radiator? So that's the things he's got to look at in that respect. Power steering pump. Can he get the hose, the high pressure hose that's going to work from the LS power steering pump to the gearbox, or is he going to have one special made? So battery placement. Should he keep it? Right now, the van has the battery on the passenger side. So does it need to be put on the driver's side, because that's how the LS, or the Silverado, was set up with the with the battery on the driver's side. So the wires and all have that configuration from the battery on the right side. So he may end up swapping the battery tray over and putting the battery on the other side. So a lot of things like that he's got to look at. Gauge cluster. I think he's looking at going with an aftermarket. They make an aftermarket electronic gauge for an F-150. Now, that don't necessarily work for the E-150, but it only needs a couple of modifications to the base in order to make that work. Next thing is the cross member for the transmission. Is he going to be able to keep the original one from the van and maybe modify it a little bit, or is he going to need to order like a universal one and then modify that one? Engine mounts. Of course, they make LS universal engine mount for about anything. You just got to do a little measuring and cutting and make that fit. So that's probably what he's going to do. Then he's got to look at drive shafts, drive shaft angle, drive shaft pitch. Length. The four-wheel drive unit, it's not static like on the Silverado. On his van, it moves, so he's got to worry about that, and travel with his suspension and his drive shaft, especially his front drive shaft. And the transfer case, is it going to work? Is he going to be able to make that push-button transfer case work on this van? So those are the things that we need to look at. So I appreciate you watching the video. So let's settle in. I got this all on fast forward here. So let's settle in and watch the rest of this video, and I'll talk to you in just a minute. All right, that's nearing the end of this video. I appreciate you guys hanging around. It's been real fun. I can't wait to get into this LS swap on this van. It's going to be one for the ages, I believe, and I hope you guys like, share, subscribe, and remember, here at AutoCorrected, we don't make mistakes, we make custom modifications.